Firestone, T-O-N-Y, top of New York, with a pitchfork.
Well, the radar says the heavy stuff still a few hours away, but snow is falling as we near kickoff at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Philadelphia Eagles. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Escaping the pressure right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Edelman set to return. And shedding through the tackle. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Patriots take over. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 24. A first carry now for Rex Burkhead. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Brought down by Nate Gehry.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Brady going to give this one to Burkhead. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Wait, 20, 380. Let's go on. No, 66.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. They'll run now with Burkhead. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
Back onto the field comes Philly's offense. You know, Charles, the Eagles, they've kind of gone from having one of the most enviable quarterback positions in the league to a couple.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And this is going to be incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing now is Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. As his guys are in for 6. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. If you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
81. Don't go. 20.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
This is Ajayi. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Let's go.
On play action, Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down. Where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Fletcher Cox with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. A play fake for Burkhead. Now Brady. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Now Brady. Sailor out, caught by Edelman. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's Ryan Allen now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now Sproles. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. There's a handoff to Johnny to begin the drive. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. They do go for it. It's Wentz. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position.
New England trots back out there for their next offensive series, and it gives us a time to talk about their backfield. Everyone knows Tom Brady's set in stone, but they've got some options at running back this year. Interesting to see how under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, Alabama. Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Let's go!
They'll run. This is Burkhead. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
To throw is Brady. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Wentz now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Drops it off to Ajayi. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be a 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Here's Wentz to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
No, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a third time here on fourth down. They're going to try and throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, CD, regular season inching closer. You know, looking at the ledger of the games, we'll just stick with the NFC right now, but it starts with a bang. Atlanta at Philly on the 6th.
How about the last two teams to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl head-to-head to start the season? The Falcons, they didn't win it. Philadelphia did.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Brady going to throw. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Julian Edelman as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. As it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. He's going to float this one deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jason McCourty. Play fake here on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
No, 66.
The final shot before half for Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. Gronkowski, the intended target. A final shot before half for Wentz. He's going to let it go again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. 20. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. A great pick. Nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
They'll try to run with a giant. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at him.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson Wentz taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Now Brady throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
Sproles, the return. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with a giant. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now wins. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on fourth down, but they're going once more. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're buried deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Here's Brady to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
20!
Now Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter.
Come on now, come on now, let's go. On the ball.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. They set up the screen to Ajayi. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. Wentz now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Wentz going to throw. Going up top. And no, it's incomplete. Doug Pedersen's guys come up empty here on 4th down. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. They go play action here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. On 2nd down, here's Brady. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. They convert on third with a gain of 22. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Brady to throw on second down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or two, but it's no good as it stands. And this score will stay right where it is. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10.
Run.
Back to throw. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Now it's Ajayi. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. And the 2015 first-round pick, Malcolm Brown, brings him down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty who got a hand in there to break that one up. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there. And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. It looks like they want to finish this one off. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one. Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right? Yeah, no doubt about it. It's at this stage of the game. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a big turnover.
Standing, look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty don't even know where waste at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry. What I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? It reply, how you put up with this song and dance, all this buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me? Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in the breathing heavy. Little had my looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. Want the money and fame, the price come heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Come back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I love her, I just act bored. Say loser, ask for it. Living movie, blockbuster, this ain't a rental. Talking moody, all these diamonds up in my dental. I get never minded if I offend you. I need the silence, chaos, it's in my mental. You need a PJ, first class, not what you went to. You need the relay, chase money like you sane. I'll give you the boat, chain, and plane. Fame name, that's insane. Private. You need a in case the movies get insane. You need a ruby, the kind of jewelry that's from the rain. No. I'm just here to remind you, but never mommy, man. I'm here to remind you where you come from. All this peace retreat is lame done. You can never get rid of me. I live in you. Both of our fire offend you.
Have an all-white rank. Couldn't hit if it had ain't. Lanes can't call and you lame. You had it and you lost a Hall of Shame.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans